What is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 2 of our Vancouver Canucks GM mode look at Edmonton Oilers signing Olli Jokinen. Oh my god. But what is going on, guys, and welcome. So we are here. We're 5-4-2. We have a couple of comments to go over before we kind of figure out what we're gonna do, because I don't know what we're gonna do with this team. I'm gonna do 2 months of simulation probably in this video, and if we have a decent record, I might just go towards the playoffs, because we do have a team that could potentially be a playoff team this year, but that would be the last year that we could probably be a playoff team. Because so the first comment here comes from Tommy Hockey. He says, what about the Twins for Oshie or Kuznetsov or Burakovsky and a second? Caps are on the verge of a cup, and the Sedins can make that happen, while you also get 2 younger guys and a pick. I like that. That's a really good idea. But again, I don't know if they would have the cap to be able to take the Twins. And we're going to talk about the Twins in a little while here. But on to another comment, which is actually going to be a good segue into my scout. Everyone told me that Austin Matthews is not in the USA. You guys are right. 140% correct on that. He is a forward in the Swiss League. This guy says he's in the SHL, but he's actually not. He's in the Swiss League. So we're definitely going to scout him for 6 weeks. I just assumed he was an American, so which he is, and I just went to the United States. That was totally my bad. But on to a comment here from No Balls, and he says, honestly, I would do that trade for Miller, a first and a second. I don't think you're gonna get better value than that. Also, the Sedins, he doesn't think it's a good, realistic idea to trade them to a contender. It's either gonna be one or the other. Separate them to a contender or together to a crappy team. So he's pretty much telling me that either we're going to trade them as one or we're going to trade them as 2, so you can get a little bit more for them, spread them out. But Canucks 18, NHL 16, he says they wouldn't go anywhere without each other, and I kind of agree with that. So you know what, we're not going to make any crazy moves as of yet. I'm going to get a couple months of simulation completed. If we don't have a good record, you know what, I'll probably go back to Florida and I will probably ask for that trade again, and if they take it, by all means, fantastic, because right now we're 7-8-4. It's not looking that great. It's still very, very early. 7-9-4. Cue the tank, guys. Cue the tank. Hashtag tank for Matthews. No, that's probably not going to happen. Honestly, I love the Twins more than anyone. I think they're fantastic hockey players, and yeah, in real life, they're probably going to retire with the Vancouver Canucks, but we are on a losing streak right now. Oh my god. 7-10-5 right now. There it is again. A first, a second for Ryan Miller. So if we trade Ryan Miller, that's good news, because that makes us alleviate $5.8 million of cap for the next 2 years. Next year he's going to be 36 or 37 years old, depending when his birthday is, but he's going to be done. That's going to be his last year as being a legit NHLer. We should honestly pull the trigger right now. That's going to straight stretch Florida for cap. It's actually hilarious that they actually want him, Ryan Miller and Roberto Luongo. But I'm just going to simulate 1 more month. I want to be sure that we're not going to be a playoff team. Maybe we could win 10 games in a row, and just like that, we're right back in the playoff hunt. And it's so early. It's only November. Like, it's so early to make any crazy moves like that. But let's go here up against the Dallas Stars. First period, 2-1. Oh, Jamie Benn, of course, shorthanded, and Johnny Oduya. And then Danny Hamhuis gets a nice goal there. Period number 2, 2-1 still, 15-14. Pretty even game, but they got Jamie Benn. So Jamie Benn's probably going to come alive here. He's a monster in GM mode. Him and Tyler Seguin are just a force to reckon with. And there he is, Jamie Benn. The cue Jamie Benn, there he is. We could not beat Kari Lehtinen throughout the last 40 minutes of that hockey game, and we lose. Benn with his 16th goal of the year. Are you serious already? That is just ridiculous. That is absolutely nuts. Oh my god. So the Oilers signed Olli Jokinen, and they're like, yeah, fuck this guy. We definitely don't want him. Ship him off to the New York Rangers. That's hilarious. See you later, Olli. Get out of here. I think he used to play for the Rangers, so kind of a familiar place there for for Olli Jokinen. Better him in the Eastern Conference. I don't ever want to play against him. Get him out of here. We are 8, 12, and 5. It's not looking good. Ooh, got tooled 6-0 there. It's really not looking that good. We'll go up against the Dallas Stars one more time here. Tyler Seguin, he gets the 1-0 lead, and come on, we need to get one here, guys. Come on, show me that you want to make the playoffs. Show me you don't want me to blow up this team right now. I don't really want to blow it up because I like the realism aspect, and we're gonna lose 1-0 here, of course, once again to the Dallas Stars, but we're struggling right now. And there's a couple comments being like, yeah, you know, keep the realism part, but it has to come to a point in time where, you know, really, is it really smart to go towards the playoffs this year? All of our guys are going to be a year older. Their trade values are going to be cut in half. Why not get as much as we possibly can for them right now? I've done a GM where the Twins retired in year one. One of them retired in year one, and I think it was Daniel, and then Henrik retired in year 3. So, I mean, they don't have a lot of life left in them, and I was actually at this game last night where the Canucks won 5-2 up against the Buffalo Sabres, which was a really fun game to be at. I had a blast. It was the West Coast Express night. It was a fantastic night. Bertuzzi, Naslin, Morrison, they were all there. It was great to see my childhood heroes. It was just a dream come true. It was really, really cool, but we're up at 1-0 here, period number 2, 2-0. Hank the Tank gets a goal on Chad Johnson. Going into the third, come on, guys. Yeah, okay. Sean Bergenheim gets one, makes it interesting. They're definitely out shooting us, but Ryan Miller keeping us in it, stopping 23 pucks, 7 minutes left. I'd like a victory. Okay, Jamie McGinn, why not tie the game up? Honestly, I think you guys know where this is going. I don't think we're going to be a playoff team. It's not really something that we're hiding right now. Going into OT, going into a shootout, and we lose in the shootout up 2-0. And in very Vancouver-esque, we blow the 2-0 lead, and we only get the 1 point there. So 8-16 and 6 right now. That is not really where we want to be. So we're obviously, actually, you know what? It's not where we want to be, but it's not the worst position to possibly be in. So we're going to get the month of December done, then we're really going to have a look at where we are, because I don't want to make a move too soon. It's only December, guys. It's only December, and we won against the Rangers there, so we could go on an absolute tear. But I can't see us being, even if we do miraculously make the playoffs, we're not going to be a competitive team in the playoffs. When I make the playoffs, I want to go for the cup. I don't want to get knocked out in the first round by the Hawks, even though we won there against the Hawks 3-1, which is pretty surprising if you ask me. We'll go forwards in the queue. There you go. I want to win a cup. That's my main goal. My main goal is to win a Stanley Cup, and whether it's going to be with the Twins or without the Twins, I don't care. I want a cup in Vancouver. I love the Twins. The Twins have been absolutely sensational to watch for my whole life. I've been so lucky to be able to watch two players like that just dominate over the past 10 years, and if they get a cup with us, great. If we end up trading them at the trade deadline to a contender, that is a definite possibility right now. But we're 11, 18, and 6. We lost to Florida, up against Tampa Bay here. Try to close down Steven Stamkos. So actually win 2-1. There you go. Up against the Edmonton Oilers and Big Bad McDavid. They're going to have a sick team in 2 or 3 years. Another victory there, 13, 18, and 6. So it's honestly not the end of the world if we decide to tank. If we absolutely decide to just throw in the towel. It's still really early, though, because we're only 4 wins away from being 500. See, that's why I didn't want to make a move too early, because we could easily go on a 4-game winning streak and boom, we're a 500 team. We're right in the playoff hunt, right? So very, very confusing with this team. I'm not quite sure what to do, to be honest with you. But again, we're 6th in the Pacific. Where I don't know. Sometimes you have a feeling, and you just kind of know if you're going to be a playoff team or if you're going to be even a decent team. But we're a decent team. We're not quite a playoff contending team. Twins are leading our team in scoring, 23 points in 38 games. Sutter's doing pretty good there. I should probably move him up. He he's playing on the third line, which he probably play on the second line, but Bo Horvat has 12 goals, is leading our team in goals, and I mean, everyone else just is kind of having an off year, it looks like. Rookie goalies going into the goaltenders here. Yeah, it's not looking that pretty. I don't think we're going to be a playoff team, but a part of me really wants to. A part of me would love to go to the playoffs with this team, but then again, we're really not going to be a force to reckon with at all if we even make the playoffs. So how's our AHL team doing? They're a 500 squad, so let's get one more month done. Okay, we'll go up, let's go half a month. Okay, we'll go to the Rangers game. No, we'll go to this game. We'll go to the 16th. That's halfway through the month. We got all of our games done. If we're close, you know what, we're gonna make a decision to go for it, which I don't think we are, straight up. Eric Brewer on defense. See, if we were a playoff team, absolutely I would pick up Eric Brewer. He would replace Matt Barkowski in a heartbeat, but I don't think that we're going to be a playoff team, so I'm going to say no to that. And plus, we don't even have the cap. We don't even have the cap necessary. We got the bottom of the Pacific Division going at it, and we win 1-0, which isn't necessarily a good thing when you're facing the last team in your division, because you want to be in that last place. You want Austin Matthews. 15, 19, and 7. It's not looking pretty. I think we're going to make a decision here. Yeah, I'm trying to be positive about this, because again, we're only three games away from being a 500 team. 2 now, right? So this is just very, very, I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over and over. We could be a 500 team in 2 days right now. Watch, we're going to be a 500 team now, just to fuck with me. And of course we are. 500 team. Fantastic. Just what I want. Not even. Looks like, yeah, Todd Bertuzzi got dealt, so a couple of vets for a second-round pick. It's a terrible trade. And we're on a 4-game winning streak right now, and that's not exactly what we want. So 45 points. Arizona has the least points in the NHL. Either we have to make a decision right now. We're going to tank or we're going to go for it. And I can't see I think right now is a pivotal point. We're on a 4-game winning streak. Oh man, I don't want to make a decision to go for it, because if we go for it and we get destroyed in the first round, that doesn't do anything for me. We totally wasted the rebuild then, because our players aren't going to be worth a whole lot. So I think we're going to leave it here. We're going to wait a minute. We're going to see what you guys think. Like, we could easily trade the Twins right now. We could trade Daniel and Henrik. I know the Canucks fans will be like, no, don't do that. What are you doing? Why are you trading the Twins? They're the face of the franchise. Yeah, I agree, but they're 35 years old. The team's going down right now. We have to trade them to a team who is willing to, we have to trade them to a team who is willing to be a Stanley Cup contender. And either you trade them together or you don't. Like, you could get, Oshie's a bit much. That's actually a lot to ask, what that guy said. He said Oshie for Henrik, Daniel, and Kuznetsov as well. Oh, man, that's a lot. That's really not going to go through. Plus, I don't think that would ever go through. Yeah, I mean, it might go through if we make it work. Like, this would have to be the trade that would go through to get Oshie and Kuznetsov, because Kuznetsov's making $3 million. But then again, actually, Burakovsky's not making a whole lot. So, I mean, this is the trade that would have to happen, be the Twins for Oshie, Kuznetsov, and Alzner. But even then, that's a lot of trade value coming back for these two guys. Their trade value is identical, the Twins. Of course it is. But I think we're going to call it here. Call it on a 4-game winning streak and kind of hear what you guys think. It's not a very long episode. We got a bunch of simulation completed, but I really want to know what you guys think. So I want to make a little announcement here. I'm actually going on a cruise. I'm leaving this Friday, and I don't get back until the 21st, I believe. So I'm gone for like 10 or 11 days, and I don't have a lot of videos pre-recorded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this video up, get your guys' feedback for the whole day, and then probably Thursday I'll record a bunch and then schedule them for the time that I am on my cruise. Probably 2 or 3 episodes. So that's pretty much much where I'm at. I need you guys to let me know, though. Should we go for it, or do we tank? And if we tank, do we go for the realism aspect? Like, you have to trade the twins together because they're twins, blah, blah, blah. But that's going to be such a hard trade to make. Daniel and Henrik to go to a contender, like, I mean, even to go to Anaheim, that's not impossible. We could get, like, Lindholm and someone Cogliano, but that's not really a rebuild, right? He's making $3 million. Have to be like Cam Fowler, a first, and like off the top of my head here, someone with a little bit of cap. Raquel, that would kind of work. Raquel would work. They have quite a few decent prospects. We could probably get Silverberg. Like, would that be a decent trade? You get a young, promising defenseman in Cam Fowler. He's 87 overall. Cam Fowler's sick. You get a first round pick, which isn't going to be the highest of picks, but still it's a first round pick, and you get Jakob Silverberg, which is a promising young guy as well, 25-year-old sniper. Like, that would be a trade that you could possibly that you could do. That would just make Anaheim offensively ridiculous. But trading them to a contender, who would you consider a contender? Carolina, no. Chicago, yes, but that would entail getting Brent Seabrook, right? And that's a big ticket, dude. You have to get like Seabrook and like Andrew Shaw, pretty much. Even that wouldn't even work. So probably won't send him to the Hawks. Plus Western Conference, and I really don't want to go against the Hawks with the Twins. Columbus, not a contender. Dallas will be a contender, but they don't have a whole lot to trade. I could get Klingberg and like, oh fuck, I don't know, Nichushkin. It's really hard to make a trade like this happen, especially if you want to trade them both together. But definitely we could go ahead and we could go to Florida right now, and we could get the first and the second for Ryan Miller. That's just another first round pick, right? Probably even get like a average prospect. Probably get like obviously not Lawson Krause, but maybe this guy. What's he? He's 3.5 star. You could get a player like that. You know, you could get another prospect in there. So that could happen. We could totally tank, get a lot of first round picks, and kind of go with Markstrom and go with like Horvat being our first liner. But it's going to be really hard to trade the Twins together. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Yeah, I love the Twins. Hanging on to them would be cool if we were going to be a contender, but we're not. You know, we're not. We could easily trade Verbata for a first round pick. That's no problem at all. First round pick we could even get like more than that. We could get probably a low mid-grade prospect as well. So it's just the big issue is trading the Twins. Trading the Twins, and to who? To who and where, and to a contender. The Islanders are a contender. They have lots of cap. Well, not lots, but they can afford them. We could get a player. We don't need another centerman because we have Horvat. We could get like Brian Pulak, and we could get Michael Dow Cole. See, that's a trade, and like maybe not a first, but a third and maybe something else. Like, how does that look for trade value wise? I'm just kind of like armchair GMing right now, but some prospects for maybe a cup, you know? You could have the Twins and John Tavares. Are you kidding me? That's disgusting. And then have like Strome, Okposo, and like Franz Nielsen. That's just sick. Let's just round this whole month off. Let's get it over with. Let's get it right to the end. But I think we're going to tank. I think it's the right move to tank, and I just don't think we're going to be a playoff team. And if we somehow squeak into the playoffs, there it is again, a first and a second for Ryan Miller. We could pull that trigger right now. We could do it right now. They've offered us that 3 times. They really want Ryan Miller. So yeah, I think tanking is the best option, and hopefully you guys agree with me. So help me out with the trade for the Twins. I think it's pretty evident that we have to trade them at this point. We're not going anywhere. We're going nowhere fast. We're going into a rebuild. Keeping them is going to do nothing. I know it's not realistic to trade the Twins, blah blah blah, but I think it's a good option. I think it's our best option at this point. Even though we just won against the Bruins, probably going to win against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nope. Oh, they're offering again. They really, really want Ryan Miller. So I'd rather do that trade quicker than later, because they might not want to do that in a couple of weeks. So let me know, guys. I will see you in the next episode, and then we will have a few episodes where I'm not really reading comments. Obviously, I'm going to be on a cruise, drinking poolside, so I won't be able to read comments like that. But thank you guys for watching. We're going to get the last game done here again. against the Nashville Predators, and it is a loss. So 21-21-8. We're more than halfway through the year. It's time to make a decision. We're tanking and gotta trade our players. The young guys gotta play. We gotta make room for Virtanen. Gotta make room for all of those guys. We gotta get something happening here. So trades are coming. Trades are coming, and they're gonna be coming fast. It's gonna be something we're gonna do bang, bang, bang. The franchise is gonna be completely flipped around. We're 21st in the NHL, 50 games in. We got 32 games left, and we need to make something happen. We scored the second least goals in the NHL. It's just not happening with the Canucks. I'm just rambling here, but we gotta make a move. Let me know, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.